Hello, friends. I have returned to doing some origami on YouTube. I'm so sorry for my hiatus. You know, money got tight. I needed to devote all of my free time to working to make that money. Um, I'm also just not very interested in today's model, so I didn't really have that excitement to get this video done. But multiple people have told me they want to see models later in the book. And to see those models later in the book, I've got to make a tutorial on today's model. Today's model teaches the concept of a crease pattern. Um, and to be honest, I don't think it's that great of an example. It's more of a good example anecdotally. Um, Jun originally released this model as a crease pattern. Multiple people have come up with different folding sequences for said crease pattern, and a crease pattern basically is a map of the folds made to make a model, which an expert origamist can look at a crease pattern and then use it to puzzle out how the model is made. Um, we're just folding this model here today. Origami Bad Boys has a much better explanation and and series of videos on crease patterns. I'm using my nice pastel kami today. Just got done folding a much bigger model. I folded this for an unlisted video. Well, I folded this model for an unlisted video. It's called the Crane Humanoid. It is a crane with arms and legs. Please buy the book that's from. The reason I folded this for an unlisted video is someone on Reddit uploaded the entire scan to that model, and I told them to please take it down and said that I would teach them how to do the model if they would take it down, because the reason they uploaded literally the entire step-by-step process of a model from a book that is still paid for is because they got stuck on one single step. So piracy for a very petty reason, I believe. I don't think they believe they were. I don't think they meant any harm, but the reason I teach these models is one, I think Jun would have wanted everyone to learn origami this way through his book. And two, the book is out of print. It's very hard to get this book now. And even when you do buy the book, you're not really putting money in anyone's pocket except the previous owner of the book, who, based on the prices I'm seeing on this book, is now price scalpers. And I don't like those people, so I don't feel guilty about uploading instructions from this book. But from Beauty of Origami, a masterwork of an origami book, amazing diagrams, so many artists, and it really made me mad to see that model uploaded in its entirety. Anyways, what do we do for step 1 and 2? Bisected these diagonals. You guys are great at that now if you've been watching my series. This happens all the time. Bisected these two angles by bringing this edge to that crease and this edge to that crease. Okay, let's move on here. We've got these here, or if we want to follow the book here. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold up on this crease, like so, and unfold. Then we're going to unfold this, and we are going to go ahead and bring this edge to this crease, this edge to this crease, like so. The reason I'm rotating the paper like this is because I prefer to fold towards myself. I find it gives me better control over my folds. Sorry if I'm going quick, guys. I feel like you guys are getting the hang of it now. If you're going model by model in my series. Bam. Alright, how freaking radical is that, dudes? Boom. Flip it over. Now we got this crease, right? What are we gonna do with this crease? We're gonna fold it up edge to edge. So using this crease as a guide point, we're making a valley, and that valley goes all the way. Now, I probably should explain it. We're doing a bit of a swivel here, making a valley fold there. Which, as we're folding this out, this crease from before is gonna get pulled forward. And then if you flatten, the paper should fold taut and become parallel here. Making kind of a swivel, kind of a rabbit ear. Then we unfold up on this crease like so. Let's do this next. Bingo. Friggin' bango, dude. Alright. Next up, we're gonna do a valley from this edge to this edge. Easily. Easy, easy, easy. Literally nothing to it, dude. No problems. No worries. Friggin' easy. Alright. Turning this over. For the next step, we are going to bisect these two angles. So we're bringing this edge to this line, this edge also to this line, like so. At the end, I'll unfold it to kind of show you what he means about crease patterns, just so the lesson isn't lost on y'all. Though I'm telling you, if you're following my series, you really need to read this book. This book is a far better teacher than I am. I'm just telling you how to do the models. But in this book is words of wisdom for origami. What are we doing next? We're doing a rabbit ear based on these two creases. So what we're gonna do is do a valley. And these, actually, this is meant to go out. So doing a valley on both of these creases here. See that these two creases will meet at a point. Some excess will be there. Let's go ahead and flatten that excess. Then we're gonna do a mountain. And just for accuracy's sake, I'm going to switch these layers because that's how it looks in the book. Mountain in half, like so. And with that mountain also comes this flap. This flap should not be sticking up. Okay. I haven't redeemed that tarot coupon code, by the way, guys. Y'all can use that. I don't mind. It's a freebie to my 2 fans. Okay. Next up, what are we doing? We are unfolding this little bit in here to create kind of a square shape. After we've done that, we are going to make a fold perpendicular right around here, while also bringing this down like so, such that it meets up with this line, comes to a point. I'll show you on the other side. We are going to make a fold perpendicular and perpendicular to this, parallel to that, to make this edge meet up with that. So, and the full pivots around this crease here. Sorry if my lighting isn't good. This crease right here. It's good to kind of pinch what you need to be a point before you complete there. Bam! Look at that, guys. Look at how powerful we are. We are powerful origamists. Cool. Unfold this flap. I lied when I said it needed to be folded. Just kidding. I lied when I said it didn't need to be folded. We unfold it. We put it inside. Just like that. Just like that, we're wizards, fellas. And I lied again. I actually misunderstood the steps. So we actually are taking both of these flats out, both of these flaps, like this. Bam. Now we pull this piece of paper up, making sure the mountain along this line. One thing I love and really appreciate about Jun's models is how well these pre-creases work. Like, that was butter. That took no effort at all from me. We're doing this on the other side once again, and I hope you guys don't mind. I like to go fast on the second time. I mean, these aren't really tricky steps. I don't think anyone's coming to my channel to make Jun Maekawa's human being, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry. I love this book. I'm sure the man is great too. His instructions are amazing. His passion is very palpable. This is a boring model. This is an extremely boring model. I would not have this for display purposes. I would not have this for... I just would not fold this ever if I was not folding this for... Like, it's not the most interesting fold. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're reverse folding along this line. Now that y'all know what I was doing. We're reverse folding on this line. And an easy way to do that quickly without any pre-creases is just to open her up, bring this edge together, and then crease along this other edge. That's a good way to do these without pre-creases, though of course you can always pre-crease, and pre-creasing is generally advised. Okay. Now we're rotating like this to match the book. Doing a little reverse fold here. Like so. Doing another reverse fold. And right now we essentially have the human base. In fact, let me show you this crease pattern real quick, because this is what he's talking about. We have the human, basically. 2 legs, 2 hands. You can basically pose them, one head. You can pose them however you want now. Now, the crease pattern, as shown in the book, looks like this. And we've got one kind of major shape here. I mean, there's a lot of pre-creases and stuff I made, but the main thing is a crease pattern kind of shows what kind of a model you're working with. You can see that we've made 4 points here, 1 blunt end. And if you know what you're looking for in a crease pattern, you can see, okay, I'm making a shape with 4 points and one kind of a blunter point here. And if you know how to read a crease pattern, you know, okay, I need to fold this line based on the way these meet up. This is probably a valley. These are probably mountains. This is probably a valley, yada, yada. You know, if you know what you're doing, you know that these folds will most likely end in a shape roughly the one we have. And you can come up with your own folding sequence. You don't actually need to know the folding sequence because you're just that good at it. A lot of people read crease patterns and don't come up with a folding sequence. What they do is they pre-crease the entire thing and then they collapse it in one go. And many models are basically taught to collapse it in one go. And many people don't design origami through free folding. They actually start with the crease pattern and then they make adjustments as they're folding said crease pattern. So that's what a collapse is. How I just put the whole thing together in one move. Most crease patterns are more complicated than this, which is why I think this is a bad example. I honestly think crease patterns are better taught through some of those more complicated models. I think this is kind of an advanced concept to be introducing this early in the book. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our legs going, huh? So we've got these 2 legs. Got our arms down. You could call this done. If you want a silly lad sitting, you got him. Beautiful. But let's do it the way the book wants us to. Fold this arm up. Fold it back down. Flip them over. Fold the arm this way. Fold this leg, reverse it back through this way. Like this. Inside reverse fold the foot. Inside reverse fold this foot. Inside reverse fold this foot again. So that way it's going up. And suddenly, you've got Joe Schmo walking down the street. You did it. You made the human. You made the human. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope no one minded that I didn't take great care to explain this one. It's not a complicated model as much as it's trying to teach you a complicated concept. And I think this is a bad example for that concept. That's okay. Rare miss. Extremely rare Jun Maekawa L. Thanks for watching. Check this guy out.